Hi guys, I'm going to talk about the importance of a healthy work environment. Healthy work environments are essential for positive staff and patient outcomes. A healthy work environment is a critical component for recruiting and retaining nurses. Studies have shown that difficult and poorly managed workplace settings is one of the top reasons for the nursing shortage. Nurses have high stress jobs, so having a healthy environment to work in can help alleviate some of that stress. Components of a healthy work environment can be simple. They could just include appropriate work equipment, for example. There's nothing more frustrating than trying to do your job and not having the appropriate equipment available. I recently encountered a frustrating situation, not only for me, but my patient as well. I work on the mother baby unit, and before discharge, we removed the baby's umbilical cord clamp. Well, there were no cord clamps to be found, and even our team leader had no idea where to find extra cord clamp removers. I held up my discharge for an additional hour, causing frustration not only on my end, but the patient end. And it's important to keep our patients satisfied as part of a healthy work environment. Other ways to ensure a healthy work environment could be having a space or area to get away when the demands on the floors just become too much. Sometimes we just need a little breather break. We've all had the days where the workload just becomes too much. You're handling a difficult situation or a difficult patient, and you just need to leave the floor to clear your head for a few minutes. And I think that's very beneficial for nurses to have a place like this to go. It's also important to have a balance between your work life and your home life. Um, you kind of need to leave your home issues at home and not bring outside problems into your job. It affects not only your working ability, but other coworkers and patients are affected by your personal life as well. They can sense when you're frustrated, if you're angry, or you're sad. When you bring your problems into work, you're not focusing solely on patient care, and you're not being a team member. Another important aspect, I think, to make a healthy work environment is we need to be voices in our workplace. It's important for nurses to be heard by management. We are the front lines when it comes to patient care, and I feel as if our opinions and recommendations should count when it comes to making changes on the units in the patient care. We are the ones that are usually affected by the change made, so I think it's important to have our voices heard because we are all the ones implementing any change that they want to make to these units. The American Association of Critical Care Nurses identifies 6 standards for establishing and sustaining a healthy work environment. The 6 standards are as follow: skilled communication, true collaboration, effective decision making, appropriate staffing, meaningful recognition, and authentic leadership. Um, all of these are very important in the healthcare industry. Being a skilled communicator is probably one of the most important aspects of a healthy work environment. Um, Communication is important in nursing because we are taking care of other people's lives. A slight miscommunication between healthcare providers could lead to something as serious as death. In a study, nurses were asked what they perceived as a healthy work environment. They responded by saying a healthy work environment involves working with other nurses that are clinically competent. This is very true. Other team members need to be competent in their jobs because they need to carry on their own workload, and it's hard for other nurses to follow behind others in correcting their mistakes. And it's also beneficial to have a clinically competent nurse as your team member because they can be your resource. Um, Nurse executives were also asked the same question, what they thought was a healthy work environment, and the response was open lines communication. Open lines of communication was one of the top most important things in creating a healthy work environment. Communication is definitely key. You're working with physicians, other clinicians, and other health team members, and communication is very important. It's what our job's about. We communicate about patient care, patient plans, and it's definitely something very important. So there are many components to creating a healthy work environment, and it's important to have a healthy work environment in order to have a healthy work life. Thanks.